I would say in Dharamshala, it's one of the most unique buildings. I've met people who grew up here and they said that, when they were young and they used to travel by their school bus, they would see this and they used to call this the Tower House. Like that is how colloquially it was known. I'm Kunal Kocher and I run a Airbnb property in Dharamshala called Lady Luna's Dark Bungalow that I've been running now for a little over a year. I came to Dharamshala from Bombay about 4.5 years back. I just moved here for the love of the mountains. I'm otherwise professionally a director of documentaries and ad films and TV shows. So as far as the history of the property goes, this property was built by a gentleman called Colonel Bakshi Chand. That's why this house is called Colonel Bakshi Chand House, in fact. Now it's his grandchildren who are senior citizens. They are the ones who own this property in partnership. They are siblings. It's a very large plot of land. So this was the family home that was looking down into Dharamshala Valley. They had built it in the colonial style of the time, in 1940. So there's a lot of mud construction that has gone into this. The ceilings are extremely high. They're like 25-foot high ceilings. It's a slate roof. Really a lot of natural light that comes into this space. It stays very cool in the summers and is naturally cold in the winter as well, which is why practically every room has a fireplace. Even though it's just 2 minutes away from the main market of Dharamshala, once you enter the space, it's serene, it's pretty, it's quiet, it's surrounded by greenery. So it has that sort of special blend of being connected to the sights and sounds around and access to the markets, as well as being, cocooned in its private silence and greenery, etc. I chose the name because the structure is very reminiscent of the dark bungalows of that time, right? In colonial India, the Britishers had built these bungalows across various parts of the country, which were essentially meant for traveling postmen to stay over at night because at that time the population was less, so there was dangers of wild animals, etc. And just a safe space for people to stay the night when they're traveling on work. So that's how the dark bungalows of India had come up. So I thought that that is a kind of closest to a unique description of the property. Not that this was a dark bungalow itself, but I thought that was a unique name to give my Airbnb. I think generally the scale of the property, once you enter them, that's what's overwhelming. Some of the unique features of this structure and this space are some of the rooms have really huge high ceilings. The skylights that are there that allow natural light to enter all through the day. Peculiarly, Lady Luna's dark bungalow has very small rooms, like unusually small rooms. Again, small in sort of width and length, but again, high ceilings. So very unique space. You're very close to all the sights and sounds in the city. Like I said, you're probably a 2 minutes drive from the main market of Dharamshala, 10 minutes from the cricket stadium, which is probably the prettiest cricket stadium in the country. McLeodganj is 25 minutes away. So that way it's very centrally located, but within the property, there's a lot of peace, quiet, greenery. For nature lovers, there are like so many varieties of birds that come seasonally at different times of the year that I have observed myself. We have a protected species called the civet cat. Hordes of them visit us at night. They walk on the roofs and you can hear them walking around. They're very shy animals otherwise. So a very interesting space to kind of live in and experience. Post-COVID era, when the lockdown was first lifted and people started working again, I did also, and I was filming a commercial in Rajasthan for 4 days. And in those 4 days, my building apartment in Bombay got sealed with too many COVID cases. So I didn't want to go back to a sealed apartment. I came to Dharamshala to spend what I assume would be like a couple of weeks. It became 3 months of time that I spent here because my building did not open up in Bombay. I didn't want to go back. And I kept living here and my work continued online and in various other ways. So I thought that this way of working and living is it's a viable option. It's worth trying out. So I just looked around for homes. I went all over Dharamshala. I saw at least 30 houses of various types and sizes and shapes and budgets. And yeah, that's how my connection with Dharamshala happened. I found a house, I signed a lease, and I left and packed up my bags in Bombay and just came and moved here with my dogs. I would say Dharamshala offers something for everyone in that sense, but for a short duration of time. Like probably 5 days is more than enough in Dharamshala, whatever be your interest. So we have a lot of Tibetan population here. So we have the Dalai Lama's temple. We have your typical market, shopping, trinkets, eateries, restaurants, all of that. Then again, there's a whole temple circuit. A lot of people enjoy visiting the various temples that are in Kangra district, and there are lots of interesting ones. One I can name is called the Masroor Rock Temple. The entire temple is carved out of rock. Treks around Dharamshala are also very popular. Many enthusiasts come for them, overnight treks as well. They trek up till the snow line as well, which is the point where we have perennial snow around the year. It's above Triund. So yeah, I think as a holiday destination, there's something to do for everyone over say 4-5 days. Otherwise, I would say it's great for someone who wants to work from home and live away for a few months at least. It's another good reason to come to Dharamshala.